iRacing just dropped a bunch of information on us. We've got rain for new cars, we've got new tracks, and we've got so much. And we're just gonna walk through that in this video very, very quickly. I'm not gonna waste too much of your time, so let's jump right into it. So it starts off quite simply by saying that we're fresh off the release of one of the most significant updates in our history, which we can agree on. I mean, the raid update was a pretty crazy one. Now up here, he basically just introduces the whole dev post. There's nothing really crazy about it. But down here, he mentions that they are happy with the new iRacing weather system and that they were concerned that it wouldn't have that much participation, but they were very, very happy to see that wet sessions had about 91% of the participations of non-wet sessions, which honestly, it doesn't feel like that, because on iRacing, we go to like a wet weather racing week or a wet session or something, it feels pretty empty compared to a dry session, in my opinion. So I'm surprised that it's that high a number as well, but it's great. It's really good. Then he mentions that the Sebring 12 hour did really, really well. There was a lot of participation there as well. And the first big thing he mentions here is that it's fun to race in IMSA, but they can definitely be doing better on the GTP wet tires. It can be adventure at times, which I agree. I mean, the GTP wet tires currently are incredibly sketchy. So he says expect to see an improvement in the Season 3 release, which is, oh, that's so good. Thank you so much. That's just what we wanted, because now hopefully there'll be some more participation, some more people coming back to GTP cars, because a lot of people kind of went from the GTP class when they realized that driving in the wet was incredibly terrible. And then a bit about some stability that has been a bit bad. We've probably seen this, you've probably experienced this with your game crashing or something. I certainly have lost a bit of wiring, but it seems like they've done something about it. A bit about the servers too, but here's just a bit of yapping. Let's scroll down here, because this is where it starts to get really interesting, all right? Now, first of all, he talks about the 24 Season 3 release, which is just around the corner. It's a couple of weeks down the road, and he starts off by saying that we're going to be getting a new street stock car, which is really good, because we've been racing the same car since 2010. You can see some pictures of it here. This is the new street stock car, which just looks nice. I mean, I don't personally drive that much oval, but I guess if you're trying to get into rookie oval, it's really nice to sort of have an updated car, not one that's 10 years old or 14 years old at this point. On top of that, he mentions down here that we're pushing to expand GT3 and our IMSA/Endurance series to new heights. Season 3 will see the addition of 2 new American-based GT3 race cars. So I'm gonna pretty much guess that we're getting the Corvette GT3 and the Mustang GT3. I don't really see what other American GT3 cars it could be, to be honest. On top of that, they're adding a circuit called Circuit de Navarra. I personally don't know this. There's a picture down here of the circuit itself, or the scan of the circuit. I don't know the circuit, but I guess I would guess it's somewhere in like Iberia or something. The track has been used for British Superbike, F4, and 24-hour series, and the track will be free. So thanks a lot, iRacing. Appreciate it a lot that you're giving us another free track, I guess. So I mean, there's no reason not to test it, because you don't have to pay for it, actually. Now here's something that I really, really like. So they've scanned Sachsenring, which, as you can see from this text, if you want to read it, is a super iconic track. It looks really, really good from the onboards that I've seen of it as well. So I'm looking forward to this track being added as well. It's been used for a lot of GT3 racing and DTM and stuff like that, but it is a really iconic track, so I'm looking forward to that. Then they're adding an oval called Oswego Speedway. I think it's pronounced like that. Another circle. As I said, I'm not the biggest oval junkie, but hey, it's another track, I guess, to drive in circles for. Now we stumble upon some more really, really exciting information. If you read here, rain tires have been added to the Porsche 992 Cup, Mazda MX-5, the entire GT4 class, and the LMP3 car. So that is a bunch of new cars that we will have rain tires for. I'm really looking forward to seeing the P Cup, because it's already quite kind of hard to drive, and when the rain is gonna come there, it's just gonna, it sounds like it's just gonna be absolute hell. But hey, we'll see. Now, on top of that, if you're a NASCAR driver, they recently collaborated with NASCAR and their technology team to re-engineer the aerodynamics of the NASCAR trucks. Whatever that means, you can read through this if you want some more details on it. It sounds really, really complicated, but I guess it's cool. Then there's a bit of yapping about standing starts and some clutch variability. It is basically that they don't really do the formation lap in iRacing, but there might be a chance that that comes in a future update, and then something with the clutches that they're not the same in each car, and they're trying to just perfect that, I guess. Now here's something that I've actually really been waiting for and that we've sort of been missing on the UI. So there's some UI updates, some more UI updates. As you all know, they are, as he says here, sunsetting their legacy member website. You can see they've sort of made it so that if you go onto the website, you're gonna basically run into the iRacing UI just on the internet. But what I've really been looking forward to is, if we scroll down a bit here, this part right here is something we've been waiting for such a long time. Finally, we will have member statistics on the UI. So this has always been something you'd have to go and find on the member website, like driver stats, highest iRating and stuff like that. But it seems like we're finally getting this on the iRacing UI, which I'm excited for, because then we don't have to go to the goddamn website anymore. Now, on top of that, they are adding a feature if you're into AI racing. So basically, on the front side, there will be like presets. So you can see down here, a preset for W13 AI season or GT4 AI season. So you don't have to go through and craft it all in the AIs. So, you know, it's made a bit more accessible and a bit more easy from just the home screen of the UI. Then they're teasing the career mode a little bit. So we know that they've been working on a career mode for quite a while now, and that it's coming into place and they're making good progress on it, and that's basically what they sort of have revealed here. Now, something interesting comes up down here as well. So we scroll down to upcoming content. Check out the Spa scan data. So it's happening. We're finally getting the Spa rescan after many years of waiting. We're finally getting it. So currently on iRacing we have the older version of Spa, which you know you've driven it, and we've really been waiting for this new version. So you can see the new grandstand up here, the updated runoff area on the outside of Eau Rouge and everything. So finally we're getting this. I'm super excited about this and I can't wait to drive on this. On top of that, Solda is being remastered and will be released in September. And on top of that, they've rescanned Sonoma a couple of weeks back, so that'll be releasing sometime in the future as well. A couple more things. They say they'll be releasing a Gen 4 NASCAR. I don't know too much about that, but down here they talk about something else. So they've been spotted basically taking pictures and scanning cars in real life, so they're saying time to wear disguises. But then they say a lot of cool things sort of in the works in Australia. They have planned to return to England as well for some more track scanning, which I think is cool as well. And Greg ends off by just saying thank you for still being here and thank you for reading. And then a couple of pictures of, I believe this is either Sachsenring or Navarra. This one down here is Sachsenring, which is pretty cool. And then they've got another picture of this new Spa scan, which, I mean, we all know the corner, we all know how it looks in real life, and then a couple of quick more pictures. Now, I do hope that you enjoyed this video of just quickly looking through this. If you have not already subscribed, make sure to do so, and I'll see you in another one. Goodbye, have a good one.